In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful, the Truthful, and the Most Just. May Allah's Salam Alaikum. We are thankful to Allah for allowing us to once again meet with you for congregational prayer service. Pardon me. And to be able to remind you of your duty. We are not here to force anybody to do anything. There is no compulsion in religion. The only ones we train is these babies. We train them up in the way they ought to go. And then when they reach a certain age, the responsibility is on them. It's not on us. We're not here to beg nobody to do what nobody has to beg us to do. Allah is not a God to beg us. Nope. When I see the result of people who rejected truth, when I see the result of how their life turned out, I know not to go that way. Now, what is the benefit? As the book says, what profiteth a man to gain the world and lose his soul? So you go on and worry about what the world thinks. I'm going to worry about what Allah thinks. And believers and being in the circle with believers in Allah as I believe in Allah. That's enough for me. You think you need more than that? Well, you go ahead. But not me. I'm never going to I stopped looking at that world when I accepted Islam. I spent all my time looking at the world that Allah was opening up instead of the one that He's shutting down. He said, "Don't look back." I ain't got to look back. No, 'cause I don't miss none of that. What, as the messenger said, he said, it don't surprise me when someone leaves Christianity and comes to Islam. What surprises me when somebody leaves Islam and go to Christianity. Well, they haven't really went to anything. They went to Christianity ain't nothing but wickedness. That's all. I mean, you look at the people. I mean, when I was in it, I know that it wasn't about nothing. We sitting up there talking about the parties and stuff we was going to, and how we got the last at the last party. Sitting up in there, I'm supposed to be there talking about you a Christian. Yeah. When you look up the word Christian, especially when you look it up in its what it's really meant, you done forgot who gave you that name. White people don't even forgot who gave them that name. It's in the Bible. It said that the disciples were first called Christian in Antioch. And that's what they say they used to throw the Christians to the lions. lions and sit there and watch the lions tear them apart and eat them up. Because they thought that the Christian didn't mean nothing good. It meant an imbecile, or idiot, a crazy person that was nonetheless human. Man, you run around here calling yourself an idiot. You got to be pretty stupid to believe something that somebody gonna die, and all the people that ever died gonna come back one day. Gonna get up out the ground and come back so that God can judge them. The book says, if I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin. They would not have the knowledge of sin. Well, what about the people that never heard Jesus? Your Jesus. Judge them for what? And then if he ain't gonna judge them, then why didn't he just not speak to none of us and give us all a break? I mean, if everybody gonna take a vacation in death, like my teacher put it, he said that's what it would be, a vacation. If you're gonna come back, people go on vacation and come back. Is that right? Well, if everybody gonna take a vacation in death and then one day get back up, and you got all these trillions of people, I mean, I didn't say billions. I said trillions, quadrillions of people that have been on the earth and died. Where they gonna stand? Even if you turn the sea into glass and people can stand on that, you still ain't gonna have room. I mean, it's approximately what? 6 billion or more people on the earth right now. Your your teaching don't make no sense at all. Especially when the book says that the dead don't know nothing, neither do they have any more reward. And the memory of them is forgotten. You hear people all the time talking about they show it even in the movies. I can't even remember what the face of my loved one no more. I can't picture them no more. No, you ain't supposed to. Allah didn't put nobody here to be worshipped besides him. He know he can erase them, and he will erase them. He designed them to be erased. The only one that won't pass away is him. He said, heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word ain't gonna pass away. That won't pass from memory. I bet you that. You know, the first thing happened to you when you ignore the truth is when you meet the consequences of it, you remember the truth. So-and-so told me. Then you're going to get mad and somebody tell you, well, I told you. I don't need to hear that. Well, no, I know you don't need to hear it, because you know that if you had listened, that when you wouldn't be in that condition. but you know everything. You think because it's like people, they don't think that, like I told you last night, sickness is verification that you need to correct yourself. The wages of sin is death. Sickness will lead to death. Sickness is just a way of giving you a chance. Now look, you better, whatever that is you've been doing, that's got you see, you better cut that out. But you got people that do nothing but bury people. That's just how fast people dying. Anytime you can make a job out of putting people in the ground, and I mean it's mortuaries and funeral homes all over the country, every city. Huh? You know how fast you got to be dying in order for somebody to be able to make their living burying people. Yep. So I ain't here to beg you. I ain't gonna beg you to do nothing. You go on, do what you please. But you gonna do what you please away from me. Now, just remember that. Allah said, if your right eye offend you, get rid of it. Better to enter into life without that member than to have damn sowing discord and stuff and your whole body be casted to the fire. No. I know what to do. I've been trying my best to get you to see the seriousness of what I'm trying to do for you and get you to accept the good that's being offered to you. And it seems like the more we put up with, the more we have to put up with. It ain't like it's doing a lot of good. Now I'm warning you. I remember when my daddy, when I was little, I ain't gonna say when I was real little. No, when I got in my teens, he wasn't so quick to whip me, but he would say, "I done told you and told you and told you." That's how it would go. Hoping that it would sink in. So, and that's the point I'm at now with some of y'all. I done told you and told you and told you. I'm tired of having to tell you the same thing. And then you look up in my face and you say, okay, yes, sir, or whatever. And then you go and do it again. Now, you're going to be shocked one day when I tell you, get your stuff and get away from me. Yeah. Straighten it up. Whatever I done got on you about, correct yourself. Am I clear?
Yes.
Around here, that's just to show you. Everybody just can't handle knowledge. You give them knowledge and they get proud. Oh, look at all these people who's running around here, had a little knowledge. Next thing you know, to show you how little they really had. They walking around here, all of them didn't have sense enough to know that their own teachings was condemning their idea. If everybody is God, then how's everybody going to be God? That requires some explaining. Especially when you said it ain't but one God. And I'm the first one that presented that argument to you. With the man of sin, he set himself up in the temple of God, showing himself that what? So there's much that I could say, but it don't do no good when somebody done lost their mind. You done seen, look that boy come in here, Kevin. I have to mention him. All I did for him, but when his mind went south, nothing I could say to him or do for him no more. Because whatever I said to him, he was calling it a lie. And he couldn't even see the terrible condition that he had fell into. That's the way it's going to be with every one of you that think that you need to ignore when I warn you. Okay. And I don't want you. What is the sun doing by shining light there? Giving you warning. Pothole. So they're just pointing out stuff to you. Oh, you gonna close your eyes? Well, drive on. Walk on. You can close your mind, close your ears when I'm talking to you if you want them. You'll find out. You should have listened. So, keep up prayer. Not keeping up prayers like holding your breath. I remember when we used to, when I was a youngster, we did some crazy stuff. We take a breath and hold as long as we can and then squeeze each other and just to fall out. It's just crazy. Just stupid. Don't you know you ain't going to make it if you don't pray? There ain't no such thing as a Muslim that don't pray. Allah taught me that he would make me recite so that I would not forget. You know, you got people out go all day long and never acknowledge God. And That's why you got people that don't believe in God, don't believe there is a God. They don't forgot all about. They took credit for what they didn't do. People go all day long and never give credit to the Creator that guides them to accomplish what because they don't see the truth as the Creator. And that's why warning them that one day the truth was going to be made flesh and dwell among you. This is that day. But they treat God like they treat Santa Claus. Anybody can be Santa Claus because Santa Claus don't exist. That's just something we made up, you say. But didn't I tell you that if I'm making this up, why don't you just shoot me? You got enough guns. Because if I'm making this up, I'm lying. And I did offer $20,000 in my life if you can prove that I'm lying. I don't hear none of the rest of you putting your life on what you say. I don't hear none of the rest of you standing up in front of the whole world. This internet is open to everybody. You could get on the internet and invite the world to come in there and hear you and show the world that you the best knower. I'm the only one doing that. If I had not done a work among them that none other man did, they had excuse. You don't have the right to get proud over something somebody else gave you, especially in the face of the one who gave it to you. You better go and check Job out again. Job understood that the one who gave it to him got a right to take it if he want to. And he didn't get mad. That was a lesson to all you devils who needed a lesson, that thought that you could cuss the Lord out because he took from you something. When in the first place, he the one gave it to you. Job said, the Lord give it, then the Lord take it away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. So we are not a people that just look at the Bible as some fairy tale. That's guidance. And when it was all said and done, the Lord gave Job twice as much as he had before and showed the devil. Now, I gave you dominion. And I told you what day I was going to take it back. I didn't tell you I was going to renew it. Didn't have to tell you what day I was going to take it back. Could have just came and just took it. Told you you had 6 days to do things your way. But in the Sabbath day, is the Sabbath of the Lord. His maker told him, now look, my Lord gonna come in the Sabbath day. That's gonna be his day. Don't you do nothing. Those that was here before me, they couldn't prevent Jacob from ruling. But you see, I can. And everything that I say, Allah gonna uphold it. That's what he said. That's why he told me to speak with his words. That's just another way of saying speak as him. Because he's my keeper. This is his temple. Yep. And the Ezekiel saw it as a wheel within a wheel. Yeah. Wheels within wheels. When these was lifted up, those was lifted up. Yes. All of the messengers of God are now lifted up. If I be lifted up, I will draw what? Yeah. And the wheels had eyes round about him. Yeah. Jesus said, as long as I'm in the world, I'm the light of the world. The light of the body is the eye. Well, I'm full of eyes. Yes, sir. So, they see everything. They help me to hear everything. So I'm telling you, let's straighten up while we got time. All right? So I want to say, when it comes to home and arrangements of furniture and all that stuff, brother, the smart thing to do is let the woman decide how she wants stuff and leave it like that. If she want to move it around, let her move it around. You just ask her, do she need some help moving something, and help her move it. That's, that ain't nothing we need to be arguing about with the wife. If she want to rearrange furniture, she can rearrange it every day if she want to. As far as I'm concerned, I don't care about rearranging no furniture. The earth changes its look constantly. I don't hear the sun complaining. So, you let the woman do what she know how to do. It's nice to have somebody that don't mind doing stuff like that. So, that's the last thing I'm gonna be arguing with you about. Every time I go over to the school, it's it's amazing how many ways you can put desks in a room. I say, oh, that's nice. Leave them alone. Somebody got to be there every day, all day, and you get tired of looking at the same old arrangement. I would too. Just I don't feel like moving stuff around when I get off. But it ain't, but it's somebody who does change appearances of things. It's always nice to have a new look. Nothing wrong with that. So y'all just keep it up. Um, and we would try our best to keep something for you to keep up. That's what we will do. Don't try to micromanage people's lives. Don't do that. Give people the benefit of and the respect of their own intelligence. You know, oftentimes it's a way that you can approach people to, and do you think this gonna be okay? And if they say, yeah, it's gonna be okay, well, I'm through with it. That's all. I mean, I ain't been run around here trying to take charge of something that I don't, that I ain't doing. You know, it's I handle my business. And until you show me that you can't handle your business, I'm gonna stay out of your business. Because your business, if you handling it, then you helping me. Then I don't have to try to handle it because you handling it for me. Nice to have more than one thing going at a time. You got to learn how to appreciate help. What is the point of having somebody to help you if you don't let them help? No, let them help. So I want you to remember to keep up prayer. Allah said he will make me recite. And that ain't just, I told you the word have many connections. We shall make thee recite, so thou shalt not forget about God. Yes. We recite our prayers so that we remember that Allah is not pleased with this world. Otherwise, he wouldn't have said he's going to come and judge it. Even prophecy said, God have remembered her iniquities. Huh? Yeah. So let's keep up prayer. Help each other in the doing of goodness. And forbid each other evil. Am I clear? And always remember, you are what you eat. If you sit up talking foolishness and eating up foolish talk all of the time, you become a foolish person. Am I clear? All right. Let's stand in that prayer. Hut, stand, hut. Original salute. Ready front. Prayer position. Allah is the greatest. Allah is the greatest. Allah is the greatest. Allah is the greatest. And I bear witness that I know of none who deserves to be served or worshipped beside thee. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful, all holy praise is due and be to thee, O Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful Master of the Day of Requital. Thee do we serve, and thee do we beseech for help. O Allah, please continue to guide us and keep us on the right path and way, the straight path and way of thee and those upon whom thou hast bestowed thy favors, not the crooked paths and ways of Satan and those upon whom thy wrath is or will be brought down, nor the foolish paths and ways of those who go astray or who are led astray, even after they have heard and been given the true understanding of thy holy word and teachings. Truly, I have again turned myself to thee, O Allah, striving to be totally upright, to thee who originated the heavens and the earth, and I am not of the polytheists. Truly, my prayers, my sacrifices, my life and my death are all for thee, O Allah, the Lord of the worlds. No associate hast thou, and this am I commanded, and I am of those who submit. O Allah, thou art the King. I know of no God but thee. Thou art my Lord, and I am thy servant. I've been greatly unjust to myself, and I confess my faults and weaknesses. So please grant me and my true followers and family continuous protection against all of our faults and weaknesses. For none grants protection against faults and weaknesses but thee. And guide us to and instill within us the best of moral character and thoughts. For none can guide us to and instill within us the best of moral character and thoughts but thee. And turn us away from and remove from us the evil and indecent moral character and thoughts. For none can turn us away from and remove from us the evil and indecent moral character and thoughts but thee. And O Allah, we beseech thee for thy help and ask thy protection. And we believe in thee and we trust in thee. And we seek thy help to laud thee in the best manner, and to never be ungrateful unto thee, and to cast off and to forsake him or her who is disobedient unto thee, and to remove from ourselves all things that are displeasing unto thee and beside thee. And O Allah, please keep us in our right minds at all times, and let us not be or turn hypocrites or cowards, and remove from us the evil state of mind and thoughts of devils, and place within us the righteous state of mind and thoughts of thy own. And our Father Allah, in heaven praised is and be thy holy and righteous name. Let thy kingdom come and thy will be done on the earth, as it is written in the heaven. Give us this day the understanding in hearts that ever incline to thy truth and righteousness, and forgive us our trespasses, and help us to forgive those of our brethren who may trespass against us. And leave us not alone during the times of temptation, but stand by us and deliver us from all the evils thereof. For thine is the kingdom of the heavens and the earth, and the power and the glory over them are thine forever and ever. Ameen. 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 And Ameen. Ameen. Attention. Hut. Original salute. Ready in front. You may be seated. So I want to say to you all, keep up prayer. You know, that is incumbent upon you if you are a believer. As we keep up prayer, we acknowledge that we are not self-sufficient, that Allah is He upon whom we all depend. He's the only independent one. You know, when we understand that, then we never get proud, because the same one that guided us to success can also facilitate the road to hell for us. And all you have to do is just walk away from us. So, you know, that's the worst chastisement Allah can do, is to leave you alone. You set a car in motion and jump out. I don't care how good a car that is. They talking about they gonna make cars to drive themselves. Somebody driving. So that you won't trust them to give you, put you in something, you're gonna go to sleep and let that trust that vehicle to get you where you're going. Well, there's gonna be a lot of murders going on. Yeah, you don't know you don't realize what you who you dealing with. But Allah knows. He knows what they plan is at the beginning of them making something that they think they had. They ain't had nothing. So trust in Allah, and you'll be all right. Am I clear? You know, trusting in Allah is trusting in His representative. You know, the guidance is in me. And as the messenger told you, he said that he makes his messenger as a means of, if you believe in the messenger, he said that's sufficient. You believe in me. You can't believe in me and don't believe in what I'm teaching. What I'm teaching is me. Do you understand? Okay. Now, anybody got any questions before I dismiss you? But then may Allah bless us and keep us safe and in our right minds. And may He help us and bless us to continuously keep up prayer. May Allah's Salam Alaikum.